It is a great privilege for sure. Why? Because enlightenment itself is a rare phenomenon, real enlightenment. You can find out many fake gurus in the market who claim they are enlightened, but to meet a really person who has gone beyond the mind and has attained to nirvana, pretty great for sure. People work hard for enlightenment and only few attain that truth. The other difficulty is that 90% or more than 90% people who realize truth, they realize at the time of death. After enlightenment, they cannot maintain their body because exposure is such a powerful. But after that, it's very difficult to maintain the body. So 90% people, or more than 90% people, they leave their body after enlightenment immediately. Only few people who have worked hard and had made their nervous system so strong that they can take that shock, they remain in physical body. They can maintain, but their physical body after enlightenment behaves in a very erratic way and they are never really physically fit. They are open to many diseases and physical difficulties, like Osho had. Out of those 10%, or 10% enlightened who remain in physical body, 90% of them don't disclose that they are enlightened. They live a private life. They don't want to come into this madhouse again. This is a madhouse for enlightened person. And anybody who becomes free from the jail, from the prison house, does not want to come back again to the prison house. So, first difficulty is 90% leave their body at the time of enlightenment. Remaining 10% who remain in the body, 90% of them don't disclose that they are enlightened. They live a very private life and does not want to relate with the people again, unconscious people. Because unconscious people create a lot of problems. Anybody who wants to help them, the unconscious people create a lot of problems and even don't hesitate to take their life. The whole Sufi tradition has gone underground. Nobody claims, nobody declares that enlightened because a lot of Sufi masters were killed after they declared their enlightenment, like Mansur, Sarmat, and many more. The whole tradition has gone underground and nobody declares after enlightenment. Same in the Zen and other traditions. 10% who dare to declare that they are enlightened. "99% of those 10% does not initiate anyone. They don't want to become guru. They come back as a teacher, as a preacher, as a helper, but they don't want to take the responsibility, the spiritual responsibility as a guru. I will name many enlightened persons. You know They are enlightened. They declared also, they were full of compassion. They wanted to help also humanity. But they didn't want to go into that trouble to take the whole entire responsibility of a disciple. Because we in the East, we call Guru is also a bandh, Guru bandh. दीक्षा देते ही गुरु बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेवारी में बंध जाता है, इसलिए हम उसको कहते हैं गुरु बंध. It is a bondage to make a disciple. Master becomes committed to help. So, see how rare is the master. 90% leave their body at the time of enlightenment. The remaining 10%, 90% of them don't declare, and the remaining small percentage declare. 99% of them does not become ready to accept it. That's I'm talking about the real enlightened people. You will find many fake enlightened people on TV, on the radio, and magazine. They are always ready to initiate people and make disciples, but they just want to become popular, or they want to earn more money, or want to become a big guru, but they are not really enlightened. Out of 100 people who declare they are enlightened, 99% is fake. They all themselves don't really know that they are enlightened or not. Who's enlightenment? Whether they are for humanity. So it becomes rare and rare and rare to find a real enlightened master. Those who declare for come because of compassion, those who want to help. Among them also 99% don't agree to make a disciple or become a master. I will name you of last century, many enlightened people, like a great enlightened people in Arunachal, Raman Maharshi. Almost remained in silence. He was answering questions. He had people who come close to him, but he never accepted anybody as a disciple. Never took the responsibility to committed himself as a guru. You might have heard the Raman Master. Another master, contemporary to Osho, you might have heard Raman Krishnamurti, also a fully enlightened master. He preached for 70 years. Thousands of discourses he gave all over the world, but he never accepted a single person as a disciple. Never initiated anybody as a disciple. In Nepal, we have a wonderful enlightened master, Sripuri Baba. He lived for 137 years. Osho has talked about him. Approved his enlightenment. He lived a very private life. He allowed only few people to come close to him. Dozen of people, not more than a dozen of people were allowed to meet him. And to those dozen people who were totally dedicated to him, he never accepted anybody as a disciple. He never initiated him. He said it is a great responsibility. I don't want to be into that bondage. Simply I was talking in detail about this master-disciple relationship. I have written several articles about this relationship in the Japanese language. I have written a book in where there is a detail about a master-disciple relationship. And Sripuri Baba says that once you initiate anybody as a disciple, then you have to take the entire responsibility of that person. Not only spiritual, it's physical responsibility. Because if he doesn't have enough to eat and a shelter, how can he meditate? If he has problems. And his responsibility does not end in this life. It is like producing a child. Any fool can produce a child. But after that starts the way. unless the child can support himself, herself, you have to support her. For it may take 20 years, 25 years. But after this child starts earning and settle down, your financial responsibility ends. Then maybe in India and a country like Nepal, child starts supporting the father, parents. But in master-disciple relationship, there is no age in which master can become free from responsibility of disciple. If disciple accepts the instruction of the master and accept him as a master, then master remains committed till the disciple himself becomes enlightened. The master is committed to help. It is existence and all. If you produce a child, you have to take care. If you make a disciple, you have to take care. You have to make him enlightened. Until he becomes enlightened, and most of the people don't, they resist. They don't listen to the master. They don't accept his total guidance. So it takes more than one life. Yeah. We are not very open and we don't have total trust. So master is a difficulty. Unless you have a total trust, master can work totally. So it takes life after life, life after life. But the master has to follow you. His consciousness has to follow you. You may change many body, but whether master is remains in the physical body or not in physical body, but he is committed to help you directly or indirectly, create a situation in which your flowering can happen. And if you cannot, if your master says that it's impossible, that he is not ready to accept, and if there is another enlightened master in that age, then the enlightened master will take you to the indirectly, will give you to the other enlightened master, pass on the responsibility. And other enlightened master who is in physical body in that time, if he initiates you, if he gets ready to initiate you, then it becomes his responsibility. He starts helping. So many of us who are disciples of Osho in this life, some of us were with Osho in many previous lives. So it is not this life commitment. This commitment comes from many lives. That's why Osho travel around, knock door to door, and he has said in his books, early books if you read, that I promise that when I will attain the truth, I will help you. This promise I have given to thousands of people. That's why I'm traveling around, making Buddha friends, calling people. Because you are ignorant, you are unconscious, you don't remember anything, but I remember everything. And I am committed, I have to help because I have given a promise. If you read his letters, collection of his letters, you will find this intense in many of letters. It will come his initial disciples. There was one disciple, very dedicated, Swami Anand Arun, a great politician, member of parliament. He was living in the same city where I was a student. And that time, before his sannyas, we used to write letters to Bhagwan and we used to receive letters, answer from Bhagwan. And Bhagwan has written him beautiful letters. I remember one of the letters in which Bhagwan said, Maitriji asked him that why you are taking so much trouble traveling city to city when people are opposed, they throw stones at your meeting, throw shoes at you, they criticize you. Why you go to Punjab? Why you go to Bengal and Gujarat? Then Bhagavan has answered that people are unconscious, they can be forgiven. But I am conscious. And in my previous life, I have promised many people that if I take another body and I become fully enlightened, I will help. People are unconscious, they don't remember anything about this promise. But I am conscious. They can be forgiven, but a Christian will not forgive me if I don't help. So I have to knock the door. And in the last line he has written, that was very surprising. That Maitreya ji, it is letter was in Hindi. Maitreya ji, जैसे आपको ही कहाँ कुछ याद है जो वादा आपने लिया. Like Maitreya ji, you yourself don't remember the promise which I have given you. So you will find many letters like this in the collection of his letters where he also has mentioned. So many of us who are also disciples, he has worked hard upon us because it was a promise of previous life. We were with him. Some of us who had joined him in this life, the fresh ones, we have been with, some of us have been with other masters in previous life. And those masters has surrendered us to Osho, given us to Osho to help. This also has mentioned in the books. In lectures, if you read carefully, he has said that all the disciples of Gurdjieff has asked me to take care. There were not many disciples of Gurdjieff in his lifetime. Few present. But Bhagavan said that Gurdjieff has promised to help them, and he is no more in physical body. So he has requested me to take care of all his disciples, whether they get new life. All the Gurdjieff disciples will come back to me. And they all came. They are all also sannyas. Similarly, he said this about Shivpuri Baba. When I asked several questions, he said that Shivpuri Baba, he himself didn't initiate anybody, but the people who were very close to Shivpuri Baba, and Shivpuri Baba wanted to help, slowly he sending all his disciples to me. And all the intimate people of Shivpuri Baba in Nepal, they became associates. Because Shivpuri Baba refused to take that responsibility. Osho was very kind. He was ready to accept not only his own disciple, but disciple of the other masters. Similarly, Osho has said that Ramakrishna, the great enlightened master, and all the people who were related with Ramakrishna could not become enlightened. Nobody would become enlightened in the school of Ramakrishna, Osho has said, because they were eating fish. And Osho has said that one thing became a great problem. Because Ramakrishna was Bengali and he was eating fish, but he was very pure person. He was incarnation of purity. So he became enlightened. But other disciples who just followed the master blindly, all Bengali eat fish. And all Ramakrishna disciples all over the world, they eat fish because Ramakrishna was eating fish. So this simple mistake becomes a hindrance. And none of the Ramakrishna disciples, but Osho has said, including Vivekananda, Osho said that he will have to take one more life. And he could not become enlightened because they were non-vegetarian. In spite of a lot of meditation. It's a simple mistake. So Bhagavan said that Ramakrishna is sending all his disciples, people who are related to Ramakrishna. Ramakrishna is sending one by one to me, and I am initiating. In one of the lectures, he said that Rani Rashmati, who was the owner of the temple where Ramakrishna was priest, also said that she is my disciple. And many others whom you know are very popular disciples of Ramakrishna. They are all also disciples in this life, in this picture. So Ramakrishna is sent all his people to Osho. And other masters, not only Ramakrishna, Buddha. Lot of Buddha disciples, those who could not become enlightened. Buddha is sending them one by one to Osho. And Osho is initiating. So this I wanted to tell you because to understand that how difficult to get a master. And the master has a great responsibility. Once he initiates you, he has to help you. It's a commitment. It's like producing a child, opening a business. You have to run the business. It's your commitment. From our side, we have nothing to lose except our bondage, except our ego and ignorance. We don't have anything else. But from master's side, it's a great responsibility. He has to help you create a situation in which you can flower. I have been associated with Osho in many of my previous lives, so I remember the whole story. And in this life also, my association with my master is since last 42 years. So I have seen that master even has to take care of my physical needs. My job, my money, my profession, my house, my sex life, my physical security. Because if you are hungry and if you don't have shelter, I asked Bhagavan and said that I have to look after this. Because if you don't have a shelter, where you will meditate? So friends, we are not a new seeker. We have been, nobody who will not walk on this path will decide to take sannyas. This is my experience. Anybody who has not walked in this path, in this life or previous life or many lives before, will never dare to take sannyas. She will not be interested, or she will not be interested. She can listen, she can lie, she can do some kundalini, but she will never decide to become a sannyas unless you have a previous test of a master. Unless you have walked on this path in any of your life, and you have been close to any enlightened master, then only you can be attracted to our Osho. And in that attraction, two things work. Your maturity, your decision, your love, and help from your previous master, which is unseen, which you don't see. But that is a major factor. Master will work upon you in any of your life. Will be very happy if you are getting initiated by Osho. So he also pushes you. And he requests, it is an esoteric secret. Before you take sannyas, there is always a dialogue between your previous master and Osho. The previous master requests that I am sending my disciple. You initiate her and help her. And when Osho said yes, then only desire comes in your mind to come to your disciple. So this is esoteric secret. You won't be able to understand what I am saying right now. But maybe after 42 years, I am 42 years before disciple of Osho. Maybe after 42 years of your initiation, you will understand what I am saying. It needs a spiritual maturity, and you have to wait and see the whole game. The whole game is hidden. It looks like you are deciding to take sannyas. No. also first accept you as a disciple, then only desire will sprout in your mind to become a disciple. Unless he is ready to accept you as a disciple, you will never decide to become a disciple. Because you are unconscious. Also is conscious. He can choose you. You cannot choose a master. If you choose, you will choose a wrong master. If it is totally up to you, you will choose a wrong master. Because you are unconscious. Anybody who supports your ego, anybody who supports your ignorance, you will be attracted towards him. But Osho will never support your ego. He will break your ego. Slowly. One said in one place, very interesting sentence, that I have to destroy your ego. Actually, I have to make you free from your mind and ego. So I have to work hard upon you and destroy your ego slowly. But I have to kill you that way. I have to kill your ego. But at the same time, I have to remain your friend. Because normally your friend never kills your ego. So master's work is very difficult. He has to kill your ego and still he can maintain the friendship with you. Very, very difficult task. Do you understand, sir, what I mean?
Yeah.
He has to destroy your ego and still he can manage to become your friend.